We're drawing Spider-Man.
Just Spider-Man or something from Spider-Man's oeuvre?
Look out, I'm drawing Spider-Man.
Is everybody drawing the best costume?
Wait a minute, which one's the best costume?
Clearly the Scarlet Spider.
Whoa, that is not one I was expecting.
Is that the right one? That's the one with like the
hoodie?
denim jacket and yeah.
Denim jacket? There's no denim jacket.
Well, it's like blue. It's like a blue sweat thing with the sleeves ripped off, right?
Yes.
I guess as a kid I had assumed it was denim and couldn't draw denim.
That is not denim. That's some sweatshirt material.
Whatever, it's the best costume ever.
Why do you say that?
I just really like it. It's always been my favorite.
Interesting.
Doesn't
I
have
played
enough.
pretty much the entire Spider-Man game in that.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I feel
You were
like
a
that-
monster.
Yeah, I feel like that's wrong.
It doesn't have enough like LED lights on it.
Oh, God, I hate you.
LEDs forever.
I want to see where my webs are going.
Gotta line up that shot, man.
I don't feel like there are a lot of bad Spider-Man costumes, actually. We should maybe talk about this. Every other superhero, I think there have been bad iterations. Spider-Man, I'm pretty much down with all of them.
There's only one bad one to me,
But LEDs are over the fucking top. Forget about it.
and it's from a certain video game.
Yeah, it's the new video game costume is the worst.
You don't like that one?
No, it's fucking.
Oh, I do like it. Not as good as Scarlet
If
Spider. but I
any
find it
costume needed to have LEDs, it was that one. I'm surprised that you hate LEDs so much and you like that costume.
I don't hate the concept of LEDs or the look of LEDs. It's just they're pointless. Why would you do that?
Because of visuals. That's why.
But does he care about visuals? It doesn't strike me as
Movie
that.
people do.
Movie people
that
do,
make
but Peter
movies.
Parker does not. That's my problem with it. Like, it takes me out of the story.
Peter
and
Parker
into
doesn't care-
people are making.
Peter
this
Parker
movie.
doesn't care about raised webs or texture on his suit either.
I mean, he might. He is a teenager who's designing his own costume, guys.
I don't think he is.
No?
I don't think he is.
What, a teenager?
I agree that you bested me on that. He is a teenager.
And you don't think a teenager would not care about aesthetics?
Not Peter Parker.
So why would he even upgrade his costume then from like his
Goggles
wrestling
and ski
wrestling
mask.
days?
You have a point.
I guess the LED to me, like, I get him being fashionable, but the LEDs seem like bling, right? Like, they're
Yeah, it is
ostentatious.
bling.
It's ostentatious, drawing attention to.
You want to
And I
know
think
the
that's the opposite of Parker.
You want to know the reason? The
I think-
reason is movie.
No,
That's
I
why.
think- Josh, that is exactly what Spider-Man wants to be, though. Peter Parker would be not that, but Spider-Man wants to be. I mean, that's why he can be quippy and all that shit as Spider-Man, right?
All they needed was one scene in which he's trying to take a photo of himself, like a selfie, at night, and it's not coming out right, and then he puts like the LEDs on there, and it causes a little lens flare that he likes or something, and then I'd be down with it. As it is, it looks too much like, oh well, Peter knew that he was that we were filming a movie about this, and so he put this thing on there, because it doesn't do anything if you're not in a movie.
Weird. I don't think you're weird. I think that's weird. Yeah, I do think you're.
So other than the Sony suit with the white spider, which is definitely one of the top 5.
Oh my God.
What?
The new one from
Yeah.
the game?
Yes.
We just
We just said it's
established
the
that
worst.
He likes it. Remember?
I know, but two of us decided no.
Two of us decided that you were wrong, and you don't get a vote
There was a
anymore
firm-
on anything in life.
There was a
I can I'm not going to go to the mat of saying that it is like objectively the best or anything. It's a very subjective.
You just said
thing.
top 5.
For me, yes.
No.
Yeah. I think subjectively, I think it is one of the best suits that they've ever done. But I understand how people could not like it.
Hard pass.
But I don't think it's like bad, right?
No, it's bad.
Why is it bad?
Why is it bad? Because
Like
spiders.
it's objectively bad. Like it's objectively like.
It is over designed.
Spider-Man should not have that much white on his costume.
That's true as well.
But why?
because it's dumb. With the two other colors, it doesn't work. It takes away from his eyeballs being white. It clutters up the web design of his costume. It works if your costume's entirely black, like the black costume. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It's stupid.
Yeah.
The amount of white on it was meant to be disruptive camouflage. So
to what?
That it is disruptive to your eyes is like part of the point.
What is he camouflaging from?
It's to make him a harder target to hit. Just like you do disruptive, just like naval ships have those big, white streaks on them and weird angles.
No.
It's not because it's going to blend into the waves or something like that. You can't do that, but it makes it harder to track and follow.
Did they say that in the game?
Yeah, it's in the lore. Like that's literally what Octavius said was the idea. He cites the research of the person who did all the work on camouflage.
Still stupid.
Okay.
It's confusing.
What?
A guy in a red suit with some webs shooting at you.
That is pretty unexpected. I don't know that you can get much more disruptive than that.
Are you drawing regular Spider-Man?
Me?
Yeah.
I started to, and now I'm going to change it to Miles.
I pretty much only draw regular Spider-Man.
So what is regular then?
Classic Ditko costume.
Peter Snarker.
Yeah. In fact, it's controversial whether or not I want to put the webs in his armpits. That's about as far as I go.
I love webby armpits.
I like them too, but sometimes I feel they're weird.
I especially like them if it's like John Romita Jr. drawing them.
Mm-hmm. Classic costume, black costume. That's pretty much it for me.
And $20.99.
I don't really even consider that a Spider-Man. That's like a different character.
What?
Yeah, sorry.
And
headcanon.
all the slingers.
No, definitely not the slingers.
I don't even know what the slingers are.
I'm kind of old school with stuff I like. I don't force it on anybody, but yeah, I don't really care for a lot of that.
That's Peter Parker.
Peter Parker is not a slinger.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, those were all his costumes, and then they took them up.
What do you mean they were all his costumes?
The slinger costumes were all his, and then they took them.
He never wore those.
Yes, he did.
When?
Before they took them.
Right now, I'm inviting everybody to tell us whether we're right or wrong in the
Oh,
comments.
I see what you're saying. But he made them up for that thing. It's not like he had those and he wore them a long time ago.
Well, he wore them when he was in disguise as not Spider-Man.
Yeah, when they decided to do Death of Superman in Spider-Man.
Yeah. So those are Peter Parker's. Wait, am I wrong?
No, I just don't like arguing over stupid things.
No, you're not wrong. You're just an asshole.
I'm just saying. That's Peter
I
Parker.
figure whenever we're going to do an episode about when we draw like a major character, we're going to get into like crazy continuity and I don't know, like online battle kind of stuff.
Oh man, you're new here, huh?
We haven't really argued. Don't
you think that's kind of why people tune in, is to hear people have the crazy continuity arguments?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know why people tune.
I'm just saying that every time I bring up something and you guys are like, what the hell are you talking about? And then you look it up and you're like, oh yeah, Sean is right. Again.
Well,
I don't know
when you use the correct word, yeah.
Yeah, I brought up King Solomon's frog. Boom.
Oh yeah,
King Solomon's
right
frog.
there. Yeah.
Real.
Okay. You're getting upset with us for thinking the stuff you're describing to us is insane.
Yes.
So you're one frog up on us.
Yes. I am 100%
That
down.
Willis crap, though. Come on.
Yeah, that was a real thing.
It was not a real thing. Willis means nothing. Wills, on the other hand.
Okay, but I wasn't that far from what I was saying.
So, Josh's favorite costume is the video game costume. No,
Scarlet Spider.
Scarlet Spider.
With maybe a close second being a video game one.
What other trash costumes do you
Oh,
like?
I like. Yeah, I know exactly how to. Like, I do also like the Iron Spider. I know that you hate that.
Wow.
I know.
You do like
No,
all
but,
of the terrible.
But we do agree, I think you and I, that Spider-Gwen is one of the best ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robbie did a number on that. I happen to like it because it does it feels very Ditko to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of disparate parts that don't seem like they should go together, but they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like gaudy, but not gaudy. Like it works. Like the original Spider-Man costume. The video game is gaudy and doesn't work. It's too much. Too much action, as Julie would say.
But Spider-Man's only had like 2 costumes, right? So he's had black costume, normal red costume.
Yeah.
Red and blue.
The last couple of years, they've been like making that a thing to give him a new costume pretty much ever, it seems like.
Oh, wait. Oh, dang it. I do.
Like all those costumes in the video games that you collect have been in the comics.
I lied. I have another one I really like. I love the Future Foundation costume.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Oh, I don't even know that one.
That's the white and black one.
Yeah.
I like Future Foundation because it reminds me of the design I made up when I was a kid. Except he didn't have any arms. Like, I cut the arms off of his costume, so he had like bare arms. That's really dumb.
Future Foundation has too much white, but that's cool on that one.
Every one of the Future Foundation costumes was.
But those were good costumes.
I really like that they all had the different, hex arrangements, and that the Spider-Man one fit right into that.
Those were good.
Though you have no room to say that costume is good and that the video game one is not.
It's simple though. That's what makes it good.
I love the split toes on the Future Foundation one, or the half foot, because you're always looking at the bottom of Spider-Man's foot. That costume makes it super nice. Hey, you should just put some LED on it.
LED beat.
I'm really having a hard time drawing his eyes today for some reason. I don't know why.
Miles is hard to draw because the reversed out webs for me.
Oh, because it's black?
Yeah. And I don't know how people who don't draw digitally can do it on a regular basis.
I'm guessing whiteout?
I guess. I don't know.
Oh my god. Sean, the slingers look real stupid.
How dare you?
I think we're taking away a frog point for this one.
How dare
Frog points.
It was a fun storyline, though.
Frog points. Frog points?
Yeah.
I like that.
Guys, I only have 10 frog points. You can't take all my frog points away.
Why are there a limited amount of frog points?
I don't know. It's like...
It's a
it's
zero
like,
frog game.
It's like the hearts in Zelda.
Never played it.
Putting that down for the next...
Hey, man.
Hey,
Give me
man.
I can draw anything.
Hey,
Bring it.
man.
I ain't scared. Look at this Spider-Man. I've never drawn him in my life.
All right. So here's the thing.
Yes, sir.
I don't think I know anybody who loves Spider-Man more than
Me?
yeah.
There's probably a lot of people.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure that there are absolutely more people out there that do, but I don't know them, right? Like, of my friends, I think you are.
I mean, I love Spider-Man. I don't think about him that much for a character that, pretty much started me down. This and Han Solo, probably.
For a character who really set the course and trajectory of my life, I don't think about him a lot.
I don't. I really
Well,
don't.
I'm not saying you think about him every day. I'm just saying you love the character.
Yeah.
I think about Spider-Man every 5 minutes.
And yet also, I also know nobody who is as terrified of spiders as you are.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
You don't know anybody.
No.
Well, Spider-Man isn't a giant spider. You know that, right?
Well, the one
But
that is made up of thousands of spiders in a costume is...
Yeah, I don't like that idea at all, but I haven't read really a comic book in a while, so...
I'm just saying he does whatever a spider can.
Yeah, sure.
And so
That's
one of the things he
awesome.
ought to do is terrify you.
Yeah, it's awesome to do spider stuff. It's terrible to be a spider.
Definitely don't want to be a spider. Please don't make me a Spider-Man.
Oh, is it the number of arms? Is that why you hate the Iron Spider?
That's more... No. You know what? I don't hate the Iron Spider costume. I think it's a pretty sleek design. I don't like what it represents.
I see.
It's one of the things I don't like about the new movies.
Mm-hmm.
Although I like the new movies, it's just I don't like
The Starkification of Ben.
Stark. I don't like Peter being Stark Jr. And it works better in that comic book because it's like Spider-Man deciding to choose sides and realizing he's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And that way, him having a Stark suit works because then he can learn to deny it. But
I think in the context of the movies, it makes a lot of sense that a world that grew up with the Avengers being like the biggest thing in the world, that you would be gonzo for wanting to be that thing.
I understand it. I don't like it.
Sure. No, I'm just saying, I think in the context of the movie, it makes a lot of sense.
One frog for Sean.
No. He gets no frogs.
So do we only award frogs by majority vote?
Oh, man. I'm never going to get my frogs.
I'm confused. I don't know where this frog thing came.
King Solomon's frogs.
Yeah,
Duh.
I didn't know when it became a currency on this program.
It just did. Just now.
Oh, no, I've got an idea. Guys, in the comments, people will vote frogs.
No, I'm never going to get frogs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's it. All right.
Wait a minute. Aren't there just like 2 people that comment?
Yep.
One of my friends,
So we'll get 2 frogs per episode.
and
awarded
he's going to listen to this,
based on the wisdom of our audience.
thought I was serious when I was saying that guy's name was Gronk.
I thought you were serious.
Wait, you thought I was being real, that I was like determined? I did think initially his name was, but once you guys corrected me, I did not really think his name was Gronk.
Oh, I didn't know you kept calling him that.
Are we talking about Gronkowski, or are we talking about like? Wait, I don't know what we're talking
He
about.
thought Brian Urlacher was Gronk.
Oh, yeah, that's another reason you lost a frog. So you're down to like,
No, we didn't have frogs yet.
okay.
We just... What do you mean? Why are you guys talking like this is an old thing? The idea of frogs as currency is...
Life moves fast, Mike.
Yeah, get on the frog train.
You gotta get on the frog
I
train.
don't want on the frog train.
Soon it's gonna be crypto frogs.
I can't
yeah.
deal with crypto frogs.
I'm mining frogs day and night.
Oh, no.
I'm mining frogs while we're recording this. While you
Hey,
guys are
man,
drawing
stop
like a
using all
bunch
the
of chumps.
bandwidth.
I can't deal
Stop
with
downloading all them frogs.
this. No, knees are hard to draw.
That's
Knees?
so true.
Yeah, knees are hard.
I love a big knobby knee.
Well, that's the thing. Knees look really weird. And they look gross. And you're like, why is this in my body?
Sounds like you have body dysmorphia.
I do.
Oh, okay.
I think most people do to a certain extent.
Therapy.
I've started looking at people's ears.
No, don't do that.
It's a problem.
Yeah, don't look at them.
Like I thought everybody's ears were just kind of the same. It just kind of
No.
filled that. Oh, that's an ear spot. In my brain?
Absolutely do not look at ears, dude.
Oh my god.
They'll never go back.
Oh, no. Now I'm going to look at them.
No, don't.
You just told
Don't. No, I said that I did. It was a cautionary tale, Mike. Don't be like me.
That's how Mary Jane started, though. She was an ear model. Little known fact.
You're lying to me. When did she
I
become
feel like
a
you're losing
model?
another frog for this. Let me
What?
look this up.
When did she become a model? Was that an 80s thing?
That is definitely an 80s thing.
Yeah.
It is definitely like,
Because that was when the be-all, end-all of female empowerment was being a model.
yes. It's definitely when like Todd or one of those guys started drawing it, and they're like, and she's in lingerie every issue.
Oh, right. I forgot about Todd and the lingerie. Todd and the lingerie.
Because she was in lingerie a lot.
Yeah, I do remember that. Was she really, or are we just remembering it that way?
I mean, as a boy, I remember lingerie. Like, she was always hanging out.
Is that maybe your memory of it?
Maybe, but I remember, like, him coming back after fighting with Venom or something.
Crazy Quilt?
With the Venoms.
Mm-hmm.
And she's in, like, some lingeries. And he's, like, all sad. But then he's like, oh, yeah, Mary Jane, what's up? Marry me.
That's sweet.
And then she's like, no.
Oh, I don't remember that part.
And then the devil's like, okay.
Oh, see, we're mixing up our storylines.
The devil's in every Spider-Man issue.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He's like a Where's Waldo character?
Yeah, he's always... Mephisto's back there like, 69.
What?
That's what the devil's always saying.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much from this. I'm glad we decided to start this thing.
Yeah, the devil's always watching behind you thinking, hey, man, 69.
And is it like when you say nice, is
Nice.
that like you taking a bite out of the
That's
apple?
essentially you saying, hail, Satan,
Oh, I didn't know that.
every time you say nice.
Oh,
He
that makes
laughs.
sense now. The whole Adam and Eve thing is totally... I get the Bible now.
So I
I'm
definitely...
religious now.
I definitely drew Peter Parker's body, but Miles' clothes.
You know what? I feel like when I look at comics these days, a lot of people do that. I think a lot of people. Well, this is just across the board with different artists, different styles, but a lot of people draw different body types. I had this problem when I was drawing Runaways, and I thought I was drawing like Molly, the way that she looked in the issues before me, and the editor said she's 10 years old. And I was like, I thought I was drawing 10 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah, little kids are hard.
And I think people do that with Spider-Man all the time, especially, Miles is supposed to be like, what, 16?
Yeah, but I think he's older now in the comic.
Oh.
Because the current guy draws him like he's like 17 or 18 now.
And he looked, like, when he started, he looked like he was even smaller than Peter was when he started.
Yeah, I always thought he was supposed to be like scrawnier.
So, is he as strong as Spider-Man?
Oh, don't start that. Under pressure, Miles can lift 40 tons.
Josh, why don't you look up how strong Spider-Man is?
don't want to get in the middle of this. All right, let's see here.
Do you want to explain why we're doing this?
No,
we're doing-
not really.
It's a contest for frogs, right?
This is an old battle that goes back. Wait a minute, we weren't on the same side on this one, though.
Wait, we weren't?
Yeah.
Wait, what was I fighting for?
I think we were the ones that said he's not as strong as the rest of the company said. Because I remember, like, Tim Seeley was saying that he's really, really, really strong. Like, could lift a building strong.
I mean, he can.
He can't lift a building. He
Under
could lift part of a building from falling on somebody, but he can't lift a building.
I've seen an issue where he lifted up a large portion of a building.
Spider-Man can lift a bus.
Though his strength and agility are similar to those of the original Spider-Man, his spider sense is not as strong, as it only warns him of immediate danger.
Yeah.
He has two abilities the original Spider-Man does not have: camouflage.
No, I meant Spider-Man's strength.
Wait, what?
I want to know Spider-Man's strength level.
Oh, okay. Like from Marvel role-playing rules, or?
No, you can probably find his strength level.
Role-playing rules did play into this argument.
Did?
Yes, we did
'Cause
determine.
he had astounding strength in the RPG, right?
But what does that mean?
Well, it's a relative scale, so.
Means he can lift up 30 tons.
30 tons I can deal with. I'm just saying, somebody in the studio said he was much stronger than he. And if that were true, he wouldn't have had so much trouble with that big machine that fell on him so long ago when he had to get to Aunt May.
Yeah, that thing weighed like 30 tons. Exactly.
Is it made out of dwarf star matter?
You know how much cars weigh?
How much do cars weigh?
A lot.
Like 20,
30 tons?
Well, yeah, but a piece of equipment weighs more than a car. Because you don't want that piece of equipment coming off the concrete slab in a...
Safety Sean. So the thing I'm hearing from people...
Is
People are saying.
Ben Reilly's the best Spider-Man?
What? Wait a minute. When did... so Josh is not the only one with controversial
I'm
opinions here.
I am very much joking.
Ben Reilly's not even a Spider-Man. Wait a minute, is Ben Riley alive?
Probably. They don't kill nobody over there.
He don't kill nobody.
He's hanging out with like Gwen Stacy and
Gwen Stacy's alive
Madeline.
again?
Well, sort of.
So the whole they've done Brand New Day and Restart and everything. I'm really confused on Spider-Man continuity looks like.
What is have they done Brand New Night?
They should. That's a thing now. You just did it.
So I read the really recent with they're calling Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider now.
Oh, I don't like that.
No.
And she's like she's coming to New York to like or like our
To
New
get
York
you.
our New York to go to college.
Okay.
And Peter helped her like set this up.
Okay.
How weird would it be to see your teenage girlfriend in modern times when you're like 40?
Is he 40 in the comic?
No, but I mean, he's in my head. He's like 40.
Has he Peter in the comic now? Has he been married and divorced and all this?
Yes,
Wow. Okay.
That is confusing.
but like the devil took it away. But like that'd be real weird, guys. That's
Yeah,
like
it would be.
that's how like spider pedophilia starts.
Oh, you think he's gonna like?
No, I'm not
Lolita?
saying he's gonna act on it, but it gets it has to be weird.
Sure. I don't know. He's been to space, bitch.
Spider-Man has the proportional strength of a spider. This allows him to lift 10 tons or more if he's under extreme stress or
I
sufficiently
like
enraged.
this.
Who said this?
Yes.
What's this from?
From main article Spider Powers.
On what?
Second.
Who's claiming this?
Most individuals who obtain spider powers have increased strength. This is caused by the cross DNA. The grants
I
them
like this. Is like a,
proportional strength.
this is out of a, this is out of an encyclopedia.
Spider-Man can lift around 10 tons,
Yeah.
but others can vary based on their own body mass and type of strength and type of spider that fit them.
What type of spider?
Yeah.
Okay.
Peter Parker does not use all of his superhuman strength.
Oh, what?
It is shown that he has enough power to knock out a T-Rex.
What? Wait,
We were just going for building lifting.
I didn't know strength proportion was based on dinosaur punching.
Well, I mean, you to punch out a T-Rex, you probably do need to be.
How
pretty-
many?
So there's strong enough to annoy a T-Rex, strong enough to go 10 rounds no decision with a T-Rex, strong enough to knock out a T-Rex.
Wait, hold on. How many T-Rexes can Thor beat up?
He can cause extinction events.
He just
Thor is the reason there are no more dinosaurs.
That
cratered the planet.
that reads.
Thor was like, "Fuck you, Mjolnir,"
Ooh.
and then dinosaurs died.
It was Ragnarok
Welcome.
for dinosaurs.
What is your?
I want to know this proportional.
Well, if there was a spider as big as you, spiders are pretty strong. All bugs are actually strong
Yeah,
compared to
ants are
humans.
stronger than spiders, right?
Probably, yeah. Well, I don't know. Spiders in general are bigger than ants.
Oh God, I'm in Quora now. This is not going to go well.
How many spiders can pick up a dragon?
The thing is, friendships and relationships have ended because of this argument. there have been probably, marriages ended. It's sad.
How strong is
Oh.
Doc Ock?
How strong would a human be if they had proportional strength of a spider mathematically? This really depends on the species of spider you're talking about.
Yeah.
One species can be massively different from another.
Yep.
Spider-Man is supposed to be a jumping spider, so he'd be pretty horribly strong. The calculated grip of the jumping spider is that it could hold 170 times the spider's own body weight before coming unstuck, meaning a human with a jumping spider's strength could use their hands and feet to hold 170 times their weight. 150-pound persons could hold 25,000 pounds. Not lift, but hold for maybe a minute.
So 10 tons is closer. even
And that
though
man wouldn't be a man, but a woman, because in spiders, the woman is much stronger and bigger than men.
Snap!
The men are smaller, faster, and more agile.
But wait, was Spider-Man bitten by a woman spider or a
Oh my
man
God.
spider?
Why?
We're gonna break this wide open.
I'm sure this was decided in that J. Michael Straczynski book.
Oh, yeah, this does sound like something he'd be in.
I'm sure in there it's like, a lady spider.
Lady Spider. That should be Spider-Gwen's name.
Lady spider?
Oh, it's such a dumb name. Lady Spider.
I'm just
Is
like,
there a Lady Spider? There's like 1,000 Spider-Man spider
just,
people.
why not Spider-Girl, Spider-Woman?
Well, I thought she was Spider-Woman.
She's Spider-Woman in her world.
Oh. Well, she could be Spider-Woman in our world.
But there's already a Spider-Woman book. That's the problem.
Oh, there is?
Or there was.
Oh, Jessica Drew.
Yeah.
I forgot about Jessica Drew.
No, never really cared for her costume.
What?
The old one?
Oh, well, I don't know, maybe.
The
Maybe
original?
that's the old one.
The red one with the little diamond on her stomach?
Yeah.
That's kind of iconic.
Love that costume.
I'm not saying it's not iconic. It's just I never.
I
loved
do
it.
like the new one in the Dennis Hopeless book.
You know what, blew my brain out when I was a kid?
A gun?
Oh. The Jessica Drew covers that were photos.
Oh, yeah. They did one for Spider-Man, too.
Yeah, but the Jessica Drew ones were really cool.
I know what you're talking about.
You don't know?
But she was on a building. In those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those may have been the first ones.
Yeah, those. I'd never seen something like that as a kid. I was like, how?
This could be a movie. Why aren't you making the movies?
I was like, how is this real? Is this real life?
I know when I saw a Spider-Man one, I was thinking, oh, is this from a movie? Are they making a movie? But they weren't. You like how I'm talking to past Mike? Talking to myself like it's a different person.
Man, past Mike was stupid.
It's past Mike. The present Mike isn't it?
Webs.
Wait, does the new one actually have a spider on the chest?
Yeah. It's like a red jacket.
Yeah.
It's much more practical, like a lot of costumes designed these days. Not necessarily crazy about that, but it's a slick design.
She's got cool glasses.
Yeah, because they
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. You know what? That changes the whole thing for me.
really.
The thing I hate about her old one.
It's just like LEDs, man. One little thing can set you off.
Yeah, no, it's like the red going up to the hairline on the old costume was bad.
Yeah.
And I would have said that the triangle between her eyes just drove me nuts, but this one has a diamond between it, but because they're like glasses, I like that a lot more.
Look at you.
Yeah. Thank you, Dennis.
Well, he didn't design the costume.
That was a good book, though.
What?
That was a good book.
Dennis writes good stories. I'm not sure who the artist was. Was it Javier?
Yeah. I don't know if he drew all of it, but he drew a good amount of it. Her friend in that was, Porcupine?
Oh, yeah, it was.
And he was really great. I very much
Was
enjoyed
he still a criminal?
he was reformed. I think his wife was pregnant or something. Oh no, he was helping her because she had just had the baby.
Oh.
It was fun.
Oh, the little triangle touches, like the triangle on the neck and the triangle on the belt, are nice too. I like this new costume.
Thought was put into it. That's
Yeah.
what I like.
Do you guys have a favorite Spider-Man villain?
I mean,
Because there's only one right answer.
are you going to say Green Goblin?
Nope.
Oh. Is
Carnage?
it Doc Octopus?
Nope.
Oh.
His self?
Nope.
Yeah. It's not the Vulture.
Mm-mm. Absolutely not.
I don't know who it is then.
Slide.
Slide! Slide.
Absolutely the best Spider-Man villain.
I do like the idea of Slide.
All right, I don't know what that is.
Slide is a guy that invented super Teflon.
Yeah.
And so he coated a suit in it, and so he can slide.
Absolutely the best character.
And he spells it with a Y.
Yep.
It's Slyde.
Oh my god! And then I have to imagine webs won't stick to it, of course, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
And it's just a simple gray suit with
Oh,
goggles.
he looks like
The
the Silver
goggles.
Surfer. That's why Sean liked.
I remember that.
Slide. Wow.
I also, I don't know, is Pot Paste Pete, is he more of a
Paste
fan-
Pot Pete.
a Fantastic
Trapster.
Four guy, or is he a Spider-Man guy?
He is definitely a Fantastic Four guy, but the joke with Paste Pot Pete is he is terrible at what he does and is everybody's villain.
But he's great. I love him
The
too.
Trapster is actual super.
Him and Slide should team up, take out Spider-Man. That's what I would do every issue.
If you wrote it,
Yeah,
It get a little monotonous.
it'd just be
quick.
those guys. Who
I
else?
guess I'm fighting Slide again.
Who
See,
else?
now, Sean, I would have said that you were a Craven guy.
No,
I
No?
do like
he's not
Craven.
Slide.
No
He is-
slide.
he is no slide.
Granted, but
Can he slide?
I would go classic with Dr. Octopus or Green Goblin. They gotta be as
you take Green Goblin because I want Doc Ock.
well. Here's the thing. I'm a big. The villain has to be as powerful in order to fight that character, and Doc Ock is not as strong as Spider-Man, and should be dead once the first punch is laid on him.
But he's as smart.
That'd be great if he didn't fight him, but he fights Spider-Man constantly, so he's not that smart.
But his arms are as strong as Spider-Man.
Yeah, which is great if Spider-Man never gets close to him. Spider-Man should have broke his neck by now, completely by accident.
Whoa, you have a very grimdark Spider-Man.
I'm saying he wouldn't mean to. It's just he's like, oh crap, you're like a normal human. I thought you were like
You were
super
the one that
strong.
was just saying he could lift buildings, Sean.
Yeah, but that's not him killing people with his super strength.
What do
He
you think
wouldn't
happened to all
mean
the
it.
people in that building?
He didn't kill them with his super strength.
Look, here's a crazy guy running at him with giant, super strong metal arms. I gotta punch you. I didn't know that you were a human under all that. Sorry.
You're saying you
Kind
couldn't
of get
tell.
what you deserve.
You couldn't tell. Whoa, Jesus. Man.
Also, in comics, they have that concept that doesn't really exist called pulling punches. Mm-hmm. Like Superman could really do that.
Boxers pull their punches.
I guess.
What? Can they not?
Well, I mean, if you hit somebody, you hit somebody.
Okay. Sounds like you can't control your anger strength.
I draw to Spider-Man. He's all spidered up. Look out. Are you coloring yours? Of course you're coloring.
I don't
Why are
know
his
how to
ankles so
draw
skinny?
without coloring.
I can't really. I mean, I could color this, but mess with it.
I'm almost done.
Oh,
How does...
my pen freaked out. Signing it out.
No, too soon.
I don't know. I mean, I could put some gray tones on.
Yeah, I definitely drew like Peter in Miles' costume. Sorry, guys.
Well, people make Peter change his body type time.
Yeah, I accept him as like getting older or whatever.
Yeah, it makes sense, but
All right, so does it though? Because no one else in the entire Marvel universe is aging.
I mean,
that,
the
that is
X-Men.
true and not true at the
Yeah.
same time.
I mean, like he's been an intern for Stark, and he's going to be a contemporary of Stark.
He has been a contemporary. He's been like,
Yeah, he owned his own company.
I mean, like in age-wise, right?
what?
Age-wise, like he's not yet as old as Stark, but he will be as old as Stark soon.
Right. But even Stark in the comic books isn't super old like we think of him in movies now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like he hasn't been aging, and Peter has been, and so they've caught up.
Yeah.
Girl, you'll be a spider soon.
Why didn't we draw a Spider-Gwen or a Spider-Woman? Are we sexist?
No, girls are hard. They're scary. Girls are scary.
Oh my god. That's next week. Next week we do Spider-Gwen. Spider-Gwen, and what's the Deadpool one? Is it Gwenpool?
Gwenpool.
Gwenpool, yeah. We'll just do a whole Gwen day.
Day of Gwens.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. I like my Spider-Man.
It's a good Spider-Man. Could use a little more white, but that's all right. Could use more white or a hoodie. Either way.
Mine has a hoodie on. Just so you know.
Don't think that's going to get you more frogs.
Oh.
How do I get frog?
You don't... It's
You just
only...
gotta be right.
It's only a Sean currency.
I'm never going to get a frog then. I'm never right about anything.
You got to deep dive.
You could also try curry favor with our adoring public.
Well, that's not going to happen. either.
Make your pitch right now. Talk directly to our listeners, and make your case for why you deserve a frog.
Probably don't.
That's the most Mike answer I've ever heard.
Give me some frogs.
I want frogs.
Give me some frogs. I don't even know why I want them. Give them to me, though.
Fry them up.
I'm almost done. Sorry, guys.
Hey, you do you, man.
I got to make it good.
So the webs on his head,
Yeah.
Webhead. That's his
Webhead.
name.
they're centered around his nose?
Yeah.
Or is it between the eyes?
Well, it's between the eyes, and that's where the circle... Some people make it more circular, but I try to make them webby, kind of, because that's the Ramita thing.
Oh, like messy?
Messy?
Oh, no. Okay. I thought you meant like a messy web.
No, he puts a curve in the web.
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, that's how you
A
do
lot
it.
of a lot of people today are just making straight lines sometimes.
Those people are monsters.
The Ditko way is that there'd be a lot more of them.
But you do like one line across the forehead and then a split over the mouth, right?
John Romito does one down straight the forehead and then two emanating right across the eyes.
But that's
So it looks like he has a frown.
yeah. So because that kind of defines a mouth and like eyebrows
Yeah,
almost.
that's the way Romito did it. And most people after him.
How does
But-
it work on the back of the head? I just realized I don't know.
Don't worry about it. Don't
You
ever
have
draw
to-
it from that
you
way.
have to- the only way to actually see it for real is like look at a costume, like an actual, because it's never drawn. Like coming from personal experience, like, it's never drawn the way that it should draw.
So what do you do if you're doing the back of the head?
Well, I
Because
mean,
is there a center to the web in
you
the
just
back of the
do
head?
the back of the head like this. You just
So it kind of goes down to the nape of the neck then. So when you do this, the webs on the chest, do you imagine them as emanating from that spot in the center of the mask, or do they have their own center? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so are all the webs on the costume emanating from that center point, or do the ones on the chest come from like somewhere around the neck? And
yes. When you so these right here, the ones on the face. Well, you can't see what I'm pointing at, but the ones on the chest come from the neck. Mm-hmm. And the neck theoretically should match up with the ones on the head too. But we figured that the ones around his face like stretch out and then come back.
I gotcha.
It doesn't make sense, like I said.
Yeah, but there are little tricks to it.
Yeah, you never have to really actually show it.
Now the ones under his arms, are those shooting out of his armpits? Does he got like
Yeah.
he has web shooters in his armpits as well as, and do those light
Well,
up?
no, those are natural web shooters. Like the Sam Raimi movie.
He just excretes web.
Yeah.
From under. It's kind of
He
embarrassing.
doesn't
actually.
come out of his wrists. He had to make a web shooter for that.
Yeah, but
But that was the inspiration for his web shooter, though. He was like, "Oh, this is embarrassing."
one day he forgot to wear antiperspirant.
It would
and
come in
just like,
handy.
Hi, I'm done.
Yay.
Thank God.
Here's mine.
Oh, cool. That is a much more mature Miles.
Yeah. It's like college Miles.
College Miles.
He looks like he's about to fuck somebody up.
Yeah. He's ready. Well,
Miles.
that's Spider-Man.
All right, who wants to tell people what to do with their mouses right now?
Oh, just subscribe, like it, hit that bell, do all the things that we need you to do.
What does the bell do for you?
I
haven't
don't.
figured that
It's
out.
the bell gives you notifications so that you know there's a new video up.
So what does subscribing do then?
That subscribes you to our channel so that you can get notifications.
Wait, so they're the same thing though, right? This is what I don't understand about YouTube.
Just do it all for us, please.
Okay, well, everybody do that.
We need it. Thank you. Please.
Spider-Man!
Bye.